Well, good morning and welcome to Morning Gospel Fuel with Mr. G. It is Saturday, May 29th, the feast day of Pope St. Paul VI, who concluded the Second Vatican Council, which was started by Pope John the 23rd. And he is the patron saint of the Second Vatican Council, as well as the Archdiocese of Milan. Today's Gospel is from Mark chapter 11, verses 27 through 33. Let's begin in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. They returned once more to Jerusalem. As he was walking in the temple area, the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders approached him and said to him, "By what authority are you doing these things? Who gave you this authority to do them?" Jesus said to them, "I shall ask you one question. Answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I do these things. Was John's baptism of heavenly or of human origin? Answer me." They discussed this among themselves and said, "If we say of heavenly origin, he will say, 'Then why did you not believe him?' But shall we say of human origin?" They feared the crowd, for they all thought John really was a prophet. So they said to Jesus in reply, "We do not know." Then Jesus said to them, "Neither shall I tell you by what authority I do these things." I think this is funny. So we've got the authority of Jesus questioned by these chief priests and the scribes, and the head honchos of the area in Jerusalem. And Jesus is having this discussion, and he doesn't tell them what they want to hear. And that's why he does such I think Jesus does a phenomenal job of quote unquote winning without even being direct. Um, like he just leaves it up to them. He's like, because he accepts that no matter what he says, they're not going to believe him. That's not his job. All he can do is present and make them think, because you know how stubborn people are, and they typically don't listen to people who make blank statements of saying you're right or you're wrong or this or that. So Jesus makes them think, and he never tells them. He's like I think that's quite interesting, because they're questioning his authority. Like, who are you to because this just happened after the cleansing of the temple, after he just threw his outrage and threw over all the tables and stuff like that. And they're asking Jesus who gave you this authority? Who permits you to do this? Who's your successor? Where did you come from as far as the hierarchy of leadership? And Jesus just questions and asks them if you think it's heavenly origin or of human origin, and he never tells them. And you notice the kind of like the inner turmoil that these chief priests are having, because they can't answer him and they think too much. They're like, well, people believe that John's a prophet, so we can't say human origin. And they say they can't just say it is heavenly origin because they fear the crowd, or human origin because they do fear the crowd. So they don't know what to say. And so Jesus kind of just leaves them be. And I just feel like it just demonstrates how, Jesus is like, he's just a mastermind of knowing what, how, and when to say certain things. And he's like a mic drop extraordinaire. And it's just I find it quite entertaining. And something to learn by, of course. That's why we read the Gospels, to learn. And so, and relative to like modern times of authority figures and stuff like that, I currently find it very entertaining, while also somewhat troublesome, of people's emotional reaction to whether they are a Biden supporter or whether they are a Trump supporter, and just seeing the emotional reaction of somebody saying that, whether they praise who they voted for, or just that automatic praise of like, yeah, like that's my guy, or on the other side, tribulation of like they're just emotional turmoil of who they voted for because it wasn't who they wanted. And it's just entertaining to me. and seems very revealing of what we place our emotions to, and who we place as our authority figure. So, um, no matter who it is, you know, it's just interesting because I think that's very telling of where and who do we place our focus on when it comes to authority. Is it of the world, like what they're saying in Scripture, or is it heavenly? And of course, we know the correct answer as Christians is the heavenly authority of God the Father, which is who Jesus listens to 24/7. So that's the challenge of kind of just doing a reflection on how we react internally, which oftentimes lead to our external reactions, and just who we place our trust in our authority in, and who it should be. So have a great day. God bless, and keep it real. In the Father, Son, and Spirit. Amen.